Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 13 of the client reno of my Homeless Decorator Challenge. And if you're just checking this out for the first time, I recommend you go head over to the actual video, which I'll link below, to see me interviewing the client and to see whether or not they like the results. So this was a level renovation, and the client, as you can see, was the Pancakes. Those are the likes on there that we found out officially, but I also interviewed them, like asked their likes and dislikes, and found out that, really, I think I only found out one other thing, but we'll go over it. Eliza liked blue, green, and white, and she was the one who liked painting. Bob liked brown, which doesn't show up on there, and green, so we had overlap with the green, and he likes cooking. And Azur was the little girl, their daughter, that I had given to the family. They also had Iggy, which was from the gallery. And but anyways, back to, he doesn't have any likes or dislikes because he's a toddler, but she liked pink, which was unique to her and not showing up on there, but she also liked white, which she had in common with Eliza. So we had some overlap with some of their likes. So we had two people who liked white, or Sims, two Sims who liked green, and then obviously Eliza with the blue, which I think I predominantly go with the blue, but there's white, green, and some hints of pink in there also in the end. I was trying to pick a door that didn't take the full entrance way because I wanted to be able to later on add something so that when you come in, it's like not just a door and you walk into the house, so that there was somewhere like where you would put your coat or your shoes or something like that. And I had added a dog to the house, so they also have a dog, Bomber. So, but I think when I had originally slightly edited this house, which was very much the original, just that I had changed things up upstairs. I had put a bed under there, which I took away, but I obviously had used the Move Objects sheet. I don't use that very much anymore, so I didn't put it back there, and I would have stuck it upstairs. And obviously, I got rid of everything, making sure that I deleted stuff on top or attached first so that it doesn't go into my inventory and that we keep the funds to be able to do this renovation. One of the things I got rid of that gave them a lot of money is that they had a really expensive fridge there, and I don't give that fridge back. Which means we end up with a lot of money left over in the end, and I give them a makeover of their backyard, which you'll see later. So I don't know whether that was the smartest idea, but we shall see. So yeah, I do a little mixture of the types of cupboards. So I use those main cupboards up above are from, I'm trying to think which, I don't know if it's from Cool Kitchen. I just think it's from a different pack. And then as you can see, I added a couple of the Homeless Decorator shelves so that I have a little spot to add some clutter, but I didn't have to add a lot of clutter to the kitchen. And I gave them the dog food bowl back. And in the original, like the eating area, like the casual eating area was like in the living room, but I stuck it into the kitchen. And this was a dining room, and it stays a dining room, but I don't have the table right in the middle anymore. What I'm trying to do with that chair, which later I do replace it with a high chair, which I don't use, but I usually will pull the chair out so that the toddler can sit at the table and just be away from it. But the kitchen isn't that big to have that, so I give them a high chair since I'm not playing with them anyway. So I give them a high chair for their toddler. But yeah, I don't like high chairs at all. I know some people like them, but I just find them a nuisance. And they're supposed to be a mod, I've just heard recently. Maybe by Little Miss Sam, I'm not really sure, that changes the timer of how long before the toddler asks to go out, and then the Sims will try to take them out. That is supposed to help cut down on that, them taking them in and out so much. Yeah, I just find with just having them eat wherever, it's easier, especially with Sims. I find not like responding that well all the time and taking forever. It's just, to me, quicker just to, let them eat their food wherever they are. But I might try it sometime. Who knows? This is one more mod to have to make sure is kept current with game updates. So I don't know. And I'm trying to find something to put on here. I don't know if I really end up doing anything. I put some little lanterns, but because of the item above, there's not really room for anything other than the really small things that don't take much grid space. So I leave the little lights there, but like I said, I don't think I end up with anything else there that I can recall. And then I'd give them their, entertainment unit back. They didn't have any likes or dislikes with respect to style, so, which can be good, but sometimes I've had problems, I think, with because the thing with, I keep going back to the gig that I failed with the whatever their name is, because I don't have it in front of me, so I can't remember it exactly. But I had, did a save as, and I went back and did it over and over again just to see if I could get it right. But their likes and dislikes changed. So I don't remember what their likes and dislikes were in the actual, here with the one that I failed, because it kept changing on me. So there's a painting easel. And, but anyways, because I have had problems when they didn't have any likes or dislikes with the actual style, that gives me a little bit of cause for concern. The fact that, I know I have free reign and all I have to do is worry about the color, which in some ways is nice, but sometimes I find they still come in and don't like certain things. And I'm like, well, you didn't have any likes or dislikes when it comes to decor. So how can you dislike a certain decor item? But so you can see in this area over there, I gave them a little computer nook, and then the play tent that I really like from Dream Home Decorator for the kids. These curtains change, but one thing I noticed, which you'll see at the end because I'll show the screenshots, is you don't see any curtains up high, right? Just the ones I've just added. When you use a camera to take a picture of this room, and you can do this and try it in your own game, there are curtains, valance type curtains up at the top. I don't remember the name of them, but there's two that look similar. One's bigger, one's smaller, and it's a base game item, obviously, and it's phantom curtains that only appear when you take pictures. Someone told me if you go in from managed worlds, they'll be there. No, they weren't there. They're not there in build mode. They're not there in live mode. They're only there when you take a picture. And of course, this version of the house is one that I had slightly edited and placed in this world a long time ago because I've been playing this save for a while. And or maybe I've been playing, I'm trying to think how long have I been playing the save. Not that long, but I think I still placed it, obviously, because they're here. And I didn't do it for this. I had placed it previously when I was playing, my last challenge in this save. And because I gave them the daughter and the toddler kind of thing, and the dog, of course. And because of that, I had the slightly edited version of the house so that it had room for that toddler and the dog. And, but anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. But it's just that it doesn't matter that it's my edited version of the house or whether it's the actual base game version of the house. Both of them have it, because I did go into a save where I didn't have my version of the house and it was the same. And I know someone else tested it with base game only and they had the same thing. And it didn't matter if you used a phone camera or a regular camera, same thing. So here I obviously added a lot of the clutter. And there you see my little touches of pink for the daughter. And there's some green in these plates, which I end up just giving them a whole bunch of plates up there. I thought, for a family, it probably is appropriate. Quite not what you expect with the Pancakes to have a big family, but they had a child, and a toddler, and a dog. So different Pancakes than probably what you're used to. And but I still give them their nice entertaining area back with the bar, because I kind of like having, if you're not going to entertain, it's good to have a bar in Sims, because, often if you're going to have dinner parties, I expect you to make drinks and things like that. So it's handy. And just like I said, and I like those little boards that come from Parenthood. They seem to like them in general. They always go and gravitate towards them to be able to put notes and stuff on it. But it also seemed appropriate since there was a family here. And this is where I change and replace that and go, okay, I'll just give them a high chair, even though I would never use it. And I would remove it. And I struggled here because there is an issue with adding the blinds to, or a lot of curtains to windows. And so the workaround is to in this case, I moved it all the way out, but is to move it up and then place it where you want and then put the window in the place. Doesn't work, obviously, with apartments where you can't move it, except for, I think you can with the tool object. The tool mod doesn't let you do everything, doesn't let you move everything, but things that you can place and can physically grab, I think those are the things that it's supposed to, but I don't use it, so I'm not an expert with it. I just know it gives you some flexibility that you don't have without it. So this, I don't end up keeping that one because it's actually really, really expensive, and I realize I don't have enough money. So I get the pirate ship. I wanted the other one because it was blue and white, so I thought the colors were appropriate. But yeah, it was too expensive, and I wasn't going to go take stuff from their inside to give them that. And really, this fits better anyways because it's a bit wider, but it's not as long. So it gave, the room for the monkey bars. And And of course I give them a patchy. If it's a yard and I'm giving a renovation, they're going to get a patchy. And I was going to make that monkey bar pink, but I didn't like the way it looked. So instead I made the table pink and made the monkey bars white. Because it's not, she liked white too. I just thought it was a little bit better. Of course, one thing that would have given me more money, because since the game update with Cottage Living, the cost of landscaping has like plummeted. And if I had sold all the landscaping that was there and replaced it with new stuff, the old stuff still has the same value. So you sell it and replace it with new stuff, and then you get some money if it's an existing lot. And this one, like I said, had been placed previously. I think if I place this lot now, it probably would have the new value and it just would have a lower value. But anyways, here's the before and after screenshots. And there you can see those curtains that I was talking about. You can't see them there, like they're right up at the ceiling. But, and they're there regardless, and they're only on the two walls, one on the street and the one that's like the outside of the house to the left-hand side. So you wouldn't see it there either, but it was there. So I have a lot of screenshots because, of course, I did the whole floor, and then I also got screenshots of outside, but see there, you can see it up in the top corner there. But yeah, did you see those when I was doing the renovation? No. But I'd love it if you go check out their house, take a camera or just use a phone camera and let me know if you see the same thing in your game in a comment down below. And I will link to the bug report that I created for it. Not that it's a game breaking or anything like that, but it's a bit odd. I was like, what are these? I spent time looking for them, but they weren't there. So there's a few spots where I didn't get before pictures. So when I do that, I take pictures of like the ceilings. I got that tip from someone. It was a very good tip. And so there'll be a few befores that are blank, but lots and lots and lots of screenshots, because it really, I mean, there was only really truly the 3 rooms in the house plus the entranceway, but there's one of those befores that I didn't have the picture of. And yeah, so now we're getting to the yard pictures that because of course by the time I thought of it, I was like, oh, I should have got pictures of before, but it was done, so it was too late. So I just did that. But that is going to be it for this part. Go check out the other video to see whether or not they liked it if you haven't already done so. Leave a like if you liked the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!